Welcome to the Launching Your Social Video Agency session. I'm really pumped up today to be here because what I'm going to be talking about is exactly how you can combine social media with video marketing and taking that and then scaling it up into an entire done for you agency system. So everyone that just got here, please give me a hello into the question box. I am really excited to be here. It's going to be a really fun session. It's going to be also pretty hands-on. I'm going to be showing you some social media funnels. I'm going to be showing you sales pages, landing pages, and how you can take that and apply that into your own local marketing business. We've been talking a significant amount about video, but the thing about it is, as everyone knows, that you can't have social media without video at all. So hello, Jerry, Bonnie, Thorsten, Deb. I see a whole bunch of people in here, and I see everyone is getting pretty excited and pretty pumped up as well. So we're going to go through a couple parts today, and that's the way that I wanted to go ahead and split this up, is because we're going to start off with the most basic and easiest things that you can do and you can get done. And we're going to go all the way, take it up to some very advanced funnels. And then we're going to wrap up with fulfillment and outsourcing. So if that sounds good, then give me a heck yeah into the question box. I want to see some excitement going right there. And we're going to start off with our tablet social video showcase. Now, the reason that I like to call it a tablet showcase is because this is the one kind of simple but also pretty advanced thing, because it needs to look good. Okay, when we're talking about Facebook, when we're talking about video, when we're talking about your arsenal, let me ask you this. Okay, how do you expect to close a client on video services when your own graphics are horrible? I mean, tell me, is there any trust at that point? And that's why, for example, for us, graphics are very important. For example, when we're our main product, our entire business is centered around a video personalization solution. Now, same thing is if our graphics, if our image, if all this was pretty poor, you probably wouldn't trust us either. Makes sense, right? And so the showcase is all about having this presentation, and the way that I recommend is I recommend you going ahead and after the session, taking notes, and you can even take notes on some of the copy and some of the things, and just replicating and making it your own. Right, so creating, just go ahead and spend a few hours and create your own PowerPoint presentation so that you have your own showcase for your clients. And so what we like to do is, number one, we'll create it in PowerPoint. And additionally, after that, what we'll do is we'll take that PowerPoint, we'll mastermind it, and then we'll PDF it. Now, once you PDF it, you can have it and you can put it very easily on any tablet, whether it's an Android device, whether it's an iPad. And no matter where you are, let's say you're, I don't know, somewhere in the grocery store, in a restaurant, you're walking around, you're at an event, you're at a real estate event, you're at a car dealership, and you start talking about marketing, you start talking about social media and what social video campaigns can do for clients. Well, now you're not just all talk. You can pull it out and you can take them through it. And when you do that, it changes your positioning from, and you'll see. I mean, you won't believe it until you actually experience it. And so Give me a yes quickly into the question box if you can commit, all right? If you can commit to showcasing something extremely visual to a potential prospect over this next week. I want a yes from inside the question box. I want a yes from every single person on here because this is the most critical, crucial thing that will change your results. I can guarantee it. All right. It sounds oversimplified, it sounds overly simple, but having something very visual is going to completely change it. And the reason, and what I was saying is with your potential clients, you'll see those excitement levels just spike absolutely through the roof. And so the first thing is you want to start talking about something a little different. All right. Now, I guarantee you, if you talk to a real estate agent, you talk to a lot of these people. If you just go on with the regular social media services, they'll have heard it, and that's a problem. And that's why I like to mix video into the mix because it changes the position. And I start talking about social media and the different types of channels, including Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, Twitter. I said Twitter, but Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and how these don't focus just on the channels, but focus on what? Leads. Focus on new customers, right? So the whole thing about a social media strategy for your clients is that it drives, re-engages, and closes leads for local businesses. And then that's when I move on to video because now you're just not going to have a social media strategy without video. And for multiple reasons. Number one, engagement just spikes and goes through the roof. That's a big thing. But also, of course, platforms give preferences to post with video. I mean, it just makes sense, right? Facebook is going to give you their own, if you want to call it a Facebook SEO, and they're going to just serve up your post to more people if it has video, and that's pretty much guaranteed. So once I go through that, the next thing when you're talking to a potential client is you want to go in with some value. And if you if you know anything about closing clients and taking them through this process, this is going to help position you. And let me ask you, what does this help do when you start talking about the anatomy of a post and how this can drive engagement? What does it position you as? And I want to see someone put it into the question box. If anyone can guess correctly, what is this going to position you as? Exactly, the expert, just like Deb said, the authority figure, the one in control. And when that happens, it allows you, number one, to build that trust. Number two, to actually get closer to a close. And number three, to command much higher prices. So the way I like to do that is going through and dissecting a post and talking about the message, talking about how you go through and strategize on this message. And you know what the best part is? That even though you're going to be talking about all the strategy, who do you want to be the person that actually delivers these social media campaigns? Give me a yes or no. Because at the end of the day, this is your closing showcase. But we're gonna get all the way to the end, and I might be spoiling it. I don't want to completely spoil it. But how you gonna automate this whole thing, right? So you don't have to touch this at all. And that's the most important thing, is that once you onboard and close the client, you're done. There's no more Facebook management. There's no more Twitter management. There's no you waking up in the morning and doing an hour worth of post scheduling and all this craziness. and we want to make sure that it's going to be very, very high quality. But when you're going through the closing mechanics, you want to start talking about messages, you want to start talking about hashtags, how the 1 to 2 relevant hashtags within this gets your page seen in search results, the URL, the call to action, how you're going to be driving those leads back to their business, whether it's a lawyer, whether it's a restaurant, whatever it may be. And then next, going into photos and videos, and how important it is. You can't just be posting these days on Facebook anymore. You need something along the lines of a photo or a video because of, once again, that juice that you get, especially when you can start integrating video into your different posts. So I usually like to go in with that type of value add. Now, the next thing, and most people always say that they don't have case studies. Does anyone here, when you're talking to potential clients, and if you're not talking to them, you're going to give me a no, but when you're talking to potential clients, do you have case studies that you refer them to? Yes or no? Please put that into the question box. I want to see yes or no. Do you have case studies that you refer them to? And I see, and I want to get a couple more people. Give me a yes or a no. All right. And I see most people saying no. And that's a huge problem. I see a ton of people, everyone's saying no. And that's a significant problem. So what you want to do is you want to get these case studies together. And so we have two really cool ones that I'm going to show you. Now, the first one is right here, and I'm going to send that out to everyone. I hope that you've seen this one. This is the Forbes one, and that's if you go /Forbes. Okay, I'm going to send that out, like I said, to everybody. Is you'll go here. And the cool thing is, number one, there's a good reach and there's a significant amount of shares, comments, people just kind of going wild and going crazy over it because it's a campaign that's gone relatively viral. And when you can point people and your clients to something like this and say, hey, here are, let's go ahead and dissect now that we went through the anatomy of a social post, let's go ahead and dissect it. Let's take it a step further and start talking about also video personalization. And then you preferably have them pull out their, let's say, mobile device, because we do work on now on Apple devices as well with the new release. And so if you can have them do that and see their own image integrated within that, it's very, very powerful. And it's all within social media. It's all within Facebook. So that's one of the case studies that you want to point them to. And I like to start out with the Forbes one. It's always a cool one to take them through and show basically some of the post reach on there, and additionally just how viral it went. Now, next thing after that is I like to take them through a cannabis case study. And this one's really cool because this one I can point literally, and we took these screenshots, is all right. Within 36 minutes, there was an 800-person reach. Within an hour, there was over 1,000 people that were reached. Within 18 hours, it was over 3,000 people reached. All right. So the key thing, though, is to show results and show case studies, because this once again takes that interaction forward, and it builds trust, it builds authority, and takes it to the next level. All right. So once we're there, then we're going to start talking about a social video autoresponder. Now, before we do that, do you want to see something cool? Do you want to see something cool? Do you want to see 360 video within Facebook? and how those campaigns work, especially in the real estate niche. All right. So if I get a couple yeses in there, I'm gonna jump into how 360 video works right within Facebook, and I'm gonna show you this really cool campaign. And this campaign is perfect, especially if you're doing anything in the real estate niche. Then what you want to do is you want to focus on 360 virtual tours. And I think everyone pretty much knows that, and that's already relatively established. But the cool thing is that, especially from our system, we can then take these 360 videos, publish them directly to Facebook, and check this out, right? And then you literally have a 360, check this out, virtual tour right within Facebook. All right. And call to action right below if you want to include that, if you want to link it up. And you can have that entire interactive 360 experience literally right within Facebook. And that's pretty freaking cool. Now, additionally, what you want to do is you want to take this, and like I said, this is strategy. Take notes, because when the next time you meet up with a potential prospective real estate agent, this is what you're going to do for them. All right, and this is what you're going to tell them, and you're going to show this to them. Now, what you want to do is check this out. You want to combine it when they have an open house. Number one, of course, you're going to do their 360 virtual tour. Then you're going to publish it to Facebook. And when they have their open house, you're going to boost that post. Now check this out. This is how you're going to boost it. Okay, you're going to create a new audience. You're going to figure out whatever the location is, the exact address of that house. Now, let's say it's going to be in Atlanta. All right, so if it's in Atlanta, let's say it's in, I don't know, let's say it's down here in Forest Park, right? And we're going to drop the pin, and we can put it right here down there in Forest Park. Okay. And then what are we going to do? Well, let's make it I don't know, we can make it maybe a 10-mile radius. Okay. And we could do it even shorter if we wanted to, but we can do a 10-mile radius. And that's how we're going to boost the post based on that audience. So people within that range get served up a 360 virtual tour, and the results are going to be absolutely staggering for your real estate agent if you can deliver this type of campaign. 360 virtual tour right before the open house, you boost the post, and you do it based on geolocation. It absolutely changes the game. Absolutely changes the game. All right. So let's go ahead and let's keep on going. That was kind of just an intermission regarding some cool strategies that are real estate specific. But let's get back to our entire social media system. Now, how are we going to close those potential prospective clients? Well, we're going to launch an autoresponder. You want to have an autoresponder. So what I like to do is, number one, I like to have right here, check this out. I like to have this, I like to have a landing page. And with this landing page, you have, it's based on case studies. Now, remember, what did I just show you? I showed you the Forbes one, I showed you the cannabis one. And when you're going to be kind of courting these prospective clients, then you want to expose them to case studies. So when they're going to go ahead and they're going to select, get the case study right here, and then they're going to be exposed to them. So what I did is I have basically this this 4-day autoresponder sequence that points them, number one, to the Forbes case study. Then it points them to this cannabis case study. And then finally, it points them to an SEO agency case study that shows them personalization outside of Facebook using Facebook as well, and absolutely blows them away. And then finally, on day 4, it's a much harder close to get them to sign up for different packages. And that's how I structure that. But the main thing is getting them to this landing page and getting them exposed to those case studies. So once you have that landing page set up, the other part of your funnel that you're going to want to have set up is not just the landing page that's going to, in an automated fashion, over the next 4 to 7 days, is going to get your leads warmed up, get them excited, get them automatically signing up for your, let's say, your Facebook packages that are going to be $497 per month. But additionally, then you want to be able to make sales in an automated fashion. Now, how do you do that? Well, you need a sales page. And so I have this basically this kind of social video agency type of sales page that we've put together, that once you're able to kind of point people in that direction, then they can sign up immediately and go ahead and check out. So how does the system work? Well, it's easy, right? So you have your landing page right here. People sign up, they get exposed to those case studies, Forbes, the seed one, the cannabis one, as well as this SEO agency one. And then they get redirected to a sales page where they can buy, and it's all done in an automated fashion. That's the most important thing, is you want to figure out how to set up these systems, because if you're not thinking about systems, if you're going to be doing everything from start to finish and you're going to be courting every client and you're going to be doing it without systems, well, next thing you know, you're just going to be working with one client and you have a very unscalable business. What you want to be thinking about, and the beauty with social media, is that it's recurring. You don't just do a Facebook campaign once. You do it every single month, month after month after month after month. And so when you get a client on $497 per month, that client, as long as you keep delivering well, and I'm going to show you how to do the delivery towards the end of this, then he's going to stay with you, and he's going to stay with you for the long run, not just for a couple of days. All right, so give me a quick yes if you're still with me and if you're understanding the system. It's getting a little advanced, but that's because we're going into automation. And if you really want to have something very automated, then that's what you need to do. Because we went into the autoresponder, we talked about your social video lead and sales funnel. Now, what about your pricing? And let me ask you, on the pricing side, is it just me, or is that something that you would like help with? Is it something that you would be interested in if I gave you some standard pricing that I recommend that you use? So once again, when we look at our showcase, check this out, right? So you have your social video post anatomy, you take them through the case studies, and then you go into pricing. Now, you might not have expertise in this, but when I show you the outsourcing side, you will, is that you want to take them and you want to show them exactly what you can do. Number one, Facebook. Number two, and these are the first slide right here. These are the standard things. And if you're going to be doing social media, you need to be able to do Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus, right? Facebook is it's the bread and butter for everything. Twitter, if Facebook is the bread and butter, but everyone should also have, most people, I mean, it's not a requirement, but Twitter is pretty important. And then Google Plus, if they're brick and mortar business, they need to have at least an account be set up, be SEO optimized. It's very essential. So that's where you start on this end, and then you expand it to Pinterest, to LinkedIn, and Instagram. And you have all of these different campaigns, but the thing that you want to drive home for that potential local business is that you're going to be strategizing for them, and you're going to ensure that their campaign is going to be custom, tailor made for them. It's not about just dumping everything, but you figuring out for that business exactly what they need. And that's why they're going to be doing a client profile. And this slide is very important. And you need to drive this home, is that you're going to give them, when you do your onboarding, and check this out, right? This all goes hand in hand with your outsourcing. You need to do this for your outsourcing side. It's also going to give you some data in order to be able to custom and tailor their entire solution for them. But you're going to give them an onboarding questionnaire that is already done. You don't have to create it. It's already done. But in order to strategize and create the highest ROI social media campaign for their business. And that's when you take them to these different packages. Now, you can be charging more than this. Okay? You can be charging more than this. But this is where I recommend that most people start. Now, understand nothing is a one size fits all, but it's a good way to get started. Is that if you're going to be doing a Facebook, meaning one post per day per client, that once again, you don't have to do, if you have it structured correctly, $297 per month. If it's Facebook plus Twitter, $497 per month. If it's basically that local premium, which is probably going to be Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, $697 per month. And if it's all six, including as well Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Instagram, then $997 per month. And then on the video personalization and the social video personalization side, that's custom depending on the business, depending that it's very difficult to have a one size fits all on that end. All right, so what's your number one challenge? And let me know, if I gave you a solution that once you closed the deal, that you could not worry about any of the delivery, would that be pretty cool? Give me a yes if you think that would be pretty cool into the question box. If you had a solution, you just close the deal and then everything's done for you. You don't have to monitor the campaigns. You don't have to look at them. You don't have to write anything. You don't have to do any of that craziness. If that sounds pretty cool, I want a heck yes into that question box, because I'm going to show you something really cool. And so one of actually the companies, and you probably know that we also do acquisitions. And so and when we do our acquisitions, so we bought this company, it's called $99 Social. And of course, when we did the acquisition, I was thinking, okay, this is very strategic because I know our community really wants this. I know they absolutely would be able to use this, and it's going to be such a perfect fit for literally everyone. And so it's been a long time coming, but the amazing thing with $99 Socials, and I'm going to show this to you, is so number one, we do own up a part of it. We're not operational with it, but the cool thing is, check this out. So $99 Social is when you log in, and if you as long as you have the proper credentials and you have the proper account, then you can manage all of your social media clients from here. So let's say you go ahead and you get a new client. What do? you go ahead and you figure out what they want. Let's say they just wanted that Facebook side, then you just select, you pay, you get those answers to those questions from your client, and then $99 social takes care of everything. Posting, making sure that it's high quality, all of those things completely done. And you pay $99. Of course, you're going to have some fixed costs because this is manual labor, but you're charging them, let's say $497, and it's automated. You just close the deal, and it's recurring on a monthly basis, literally every single month. And that could be on the LinkedIn side, it could be on the Facebook side. So even if before you didn't have that expertise, well, now you're going to be able to acquire the expertise within Facebook, within Twitter, within LinkedIn, within Google Plus, within Pinterest, within Instagram, everything. And even on top of that, some Facebook ads as well, and custom blog content. So if they want that, then it's going to be pretty crazy. And I see a lot of people getting very, very excited. All right. Now, so let's go ahead, and what I want to ask is what I want to ask is, does that sound pretty cool if you had access to something along those lines? And for example, as well, not only that, but right here, check this out, right? So you can have your active clients, you can have that. Then you can have your reseller central, so that you know that client questionnaire, you know how to do everything after the sale. You have some downloadables, you have a reseller FAQ, you have a client FAQ, and you have all of these things. So you can, and this is the profile question. It's pretty easy. And when I was doing my due diligence before we actually did this acquisition, I was trying to figure out, okay, how does all of this work, and how can we get set up? So all I had to do was literally just answer these questions. Competitors, describing the target audience, unique value proposition, vibe, personality, and that's it. Okay, and just putting a few things here. Let's get started, submitted. It took me about 5 minutes to fill that out, and I was done. And then after the sale, well, you have all of your guidance there. You have potential downloadables to use with potential clients, and you have these FAQs. Now, what I'm going to be able to do is, let me ask, if you had that solution to be able to, like I said, manage all of your social media, get all of your social media up and running post acquisition, would you want to get involved in something like that? Because what I'm going to do today is we're going to do a very, very cool and special offer, and I'm going to take you through all of it right now. So, and I want to get a couple more yeses in here before we get into this, because what we're going to do is a very, very special offer regarding this entire social media system. Now, we're going to be giving away a special discount today. And what that's going to involve is, number one, it's going to involve those different case study templates. So the ones that I showed you on the side of the Forbes one, and as well the cannabis one. So that in case that you don't have any case studies, well, you can use ours. And those are very powerful, and we're going to give you permission to use them within your own marketing. The second thing, you're going to get our SEO and mobile agency templates. So number one, that's this SEO template. It's a pretty cool one. Once again, there's the personalization. If you also do some SEO work, then it's very powerful for you within that space. That includes image personalization as well, and it's a very, very cool video. Now, additionally, you're going to get this mobile agency one as well that I'm going to be giving. I'm going to be giving away to people today. Now, on top of that, you're going to get this entire social video showcase. So if you don't have a presentation that you can put on your iPad, on your tablet to go ahead and do these closes, well, now you will. And you're going to be able to pull it out right away. You're going to be able to take people through it, through your case studies, through the next steps, through pricing, through what you offer, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Instagram, and you're going to be able to take them through your pricing and close them right there on the spot. On top of that, you're going to get that landing page. It's going to be in lead pages, but we're going to let you duplicate that so that you can have a funnel that you can expose people to and potential prospective clients, and then they can directly sign up for your recurring social media and Facebook services by then being exposed to that 4-day autoresponder that includes those case studies that we also gave you access to. So you literally have that whole system. And then when they're ready to buy, you're going to get access to also that sales page, and that's the sales page that I showed you right there, so that they can go ahead and check out all of your services. You can change that up, make sure that it's targeted towards your own business. They can check out and sign up for recurring, let's say Facebook, Twitter, whatever type of package that's laser targeted towards your niche, so that they can sign up for all of that. Now, with that being said, the last thing I'm going to give you is next. I'm going to give you a Kickstart social video webinar where I'm going to take you through how to set all this up, making sure that you get set up with the sequence, making sure that you have the proper email service provider. If not, then how do you get a free account? How do you expose these leads to it? How do you get them through that auto closing funnel so that they can go ahead and make all of that happen? Now, let me ask, who would like a very, very special discount for all of this? What we're going to be doing is we're going to, and don't go to this link just yet, but we're going to be selling that for $497. Do not go to that link just yet, because what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to log in and I'm going to take that down specially for this webinar right now. I'm going to take it down from 497 and I'm going to go scroll down. I'm going to hit save and I will take it down to just 197. And if you go in there right now, let me go ahead. Let's try it. Social agency. Then it should pop up and it should show you right here, this page. And if you go down and you select buy now, then it's going to take you there and it's going to be only 197. Now that's going to be only for the first 10 people. Additionally, as a special bonus, as a very special bonus, what I'm going to do is just for the first 10, you're going to get all of this, the case study templates, the mobile agency templates, the showcase presentation, sales page, autoresponder, the Kickstarter webinar. But the bonus is going to be that social reseller dashboard. Now, it doesn't include a campaign. Okay, it meaning you're not gonna there's no management involved. It's only then once you're ready, once you onboard a client, then you can from that dashboard immediately deploy, let's say, a Facebook campaign for one of your clients. You're gonna pay $99 per month for it, but you're gonna charge them let's say $500 per month. But I will, as a bonus, give you access to that dashboard, just that dashboard, meaning the complete social media outsourcing dashboard, which is very powerful. On top of that, and I see a lot of people already asking for the link, it's social agency. Let me go ahead and put it in there so that you have it, because I think these bonuses are going to go very, very fast. I see people getting already very excited. Only for the first 10 regarding those bonuses. So let us know once you're in, and you're going to have access right here. I see already a few people getting in, so like I said, it's probably going to go very fast. Is you're going to get access as well to this very special Facebook group. Let us know once you're in, so that we can make sure that you are completely set up, and you're going to be getting access to this group. This group is very cool, and I'm going to show you why. Is because there's a lot of people that just have very, very they're having a whole bunch of case studies and a whole bunch of success stories closing clients for a couple grand here and there. Some people are just getting started, and a lot of other people that are more advanced are commenting. Other people like this guy, Paul, well, he is, I believe, doing very well. He wants to take this nationwide, but you get a very good mix of people within that group, and that is going to be a bonus as well. So once again, once you are in, let us know, because you're going to be getting access, like I said, to everything that I have been showing you. So you're going to get access to the sales page. You're going to get access to that landing page. You're going to get access to all of these campaigns. You're going to also get access to everything, including that auto responder funnel that I showed you, and it's going to be delivered to you right away. All right. So I see Jerry in. Perfect. Glad to have you in as well. I see another person in. I see Rajad asking, what can you do with the dashboard? Well, Rajad, what you can do with it, why the dashboard is so powerful, is you have a very trusted outsourcer that literally, once you close a deal, like, you fill out that questionnaire and it's hands off for you regarding the management of your client. Like, I think that's one of the most powerful things. So you just focus on deals. Otherwise, sure, go ahead. If you want to go to Upwork, if you want to spend, I mean, I could even give you our interview process. 20 hours interviewing 20 people and then narrowing it down to one person, and then managing that person, then you could do that as well. But the thing with $99 social is that everything is vetted, everything is trusted, and that it's all systematized, so you can leverage that for all of your marketing. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's go ahead and, Jerry, I'll have my team also. I will have my team set you up. Michael, this right here, this package is not when you do actually buy one of the plans through, let's say you get a client to sign up, then yeah, let's say the Facebook plan, that's $99 per month. You're going to be paying to $99 social, but you're going to be selling it for $297 a month or $497 per month, and you're going to be doing it that way. So yeah, that's going to be monthly, but you're having a client more than cover your costs, and you're going to be having that client on recurring. So hopefully that makes sense on that end. And just so we go through that one more time, let me show you, right? So when you go ahead and, like I said, you onboard a new client, you're going to select add new client. You're going to, depending on what you sold them, based on that pricing sheet, you're going to select right here either the daily plan or whichever plan you want. You're going to pick that out. You're going to check out. You're going to start paying $99 per month, but they're going to be paying you much more on that side. All right, so I see. Let me go ahead and let me check how many bonuses we have left. I believe it is only a couple more. Okay, so we have We have 4 bonuses left. So if there's anyone interested, then we're gonna let me send that link out again. We have the last 4 bonuses, and the thing is that it's very important that we do as well limit this, because on the side of $99 social, we can't have a huge influx of people, because we got to make sure that everyone is sorted and everyone is gets up and running with those accounts. Okay, Rajad, that is perfect on that side. Let us know. We will we'll still keep it open for, let's do for like the next 2 minutes, and then we're going to be wrapping it up. Is there anyone that's on the fence? I just want to see if there is anyone here that is on the fence, just so we know and we can get you set up. Now, I see a few people that are kind of considering it. And Thorsten, so yes, it does work only in English, but the thing is, you can get that translated, which is a pretty cool thing. And so on the $99 social side, yeah, that's going to be only in English, but it can get also translated. So it's a pretty significant opportunity, anyways, on that end. And I do highly recommend it. Okay, if you are interested on that side. But all right, so we're going to be upping the price back up to 497. I do still see that we have 2 bonuses left. I'll send out the link one more time, and let's see Jerry as well. So Jerry, I will let my team maybe ping you about that. And okay, perfect, Rajad. That means that yeah, I think that was counting yours. So yeah, we have the last 2 bonuses left, and I was counting yours. Okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Glad to have you in as well. And yeah, Jerry, what is okay? We'll get you set up on that end. Let me and I'll have my link, my team as well, send you some type of link. But okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I see now we're at the last bonus. We are at the last bonus, and then we are going to be wrapping it up right after that. So if anyone else is interested, let me know. All right. And then we are, yes, Michael. So this is access to this is, and then only once you close a client, then on recurring, then you can kind of proceed to do something else and get one of their plans. So depending on how you want to manage that. Okay, Michael? So what we will do is I'll still keep it open for some type of Q&A.